My name is Adam Porzak with Porzak Golf, taking your game to the next level and beyond. We have a really neat lesson today with a player all the way from Poland, Oliver. Oliver is a fantastic young talent, and we can't wait for you guys to get an opportunity to see this guy swing. He's got a great mentality and a great demeanor, really works at his game in a smart way. And it's not very often you see a young player with that kind of patience work at his game and chip away at the things he needs to work at. We think you guys will pick up a lot of tips from this lesson that can help you as well. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the video. My man right here just gave the best advice to any golfer that anybody could possibly receive. Now, the way that he's working on this, the patience we talked about, just sitting here hitting these little three-quarter swings, feeling rotation, feeling the club face, it's good. Love it. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We call it club face awareness, my man. We're getting that grip in a different spot. You felt like you probably lost that club face for a second. Yeah. But you're doing fantastic. I want you to make sure you just, don't crisscross. I see that. A tendency is to want to be right there, right? You want to kind of get it like.
So you want to kind of set up the club face and then kind of push.
That's what I'm.
Not be like this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. No, just two knuckles. Two knuckles. If you see a little bit of the third, not a killer, okay? You're gonna work on that grip. He's working it. He's working it. He's trying. There we go. That's money right there. That a boy. He's working. You see him working it? He's, gosh, where can I find this darn thing? Where can I find it? There it is. He's got the face a little more open. Good. He's got the left hand. Now he's got the right hand. Then he's got the hip. Boom. That's my guy. And then you got that. That is nice. Camera doesn't do that justice. That ball flight is compressed, straight. What I look for is I'm looking for that. We don't need a TrackMan out here to see it. It's like you can read the ball flight. You know, by the way, that's still possible. Everybody, we can do that in 2021. We can look at golf balls, see how they fly, and actually be able to say, that's correct. That's the right path. That's the right face angle. It is possible. I always love what Butch said. You know, Butch, why aren't you using TrackMan? Well, I actually am all the time. I got two. My right eye and my left eye. Amen to that. So it's okay. It's okay. This is good. We know what we're looking for. And Gabe's zooming in closely here. We're looking for that leading edge. You know, it feels like it's like this to him. It really does. And you'll even see him kind of go over there when he's taking his grip just to not do this. The minute that shaft and the club face have that X pattern, it's just no good. You know, even if the shaft is over here and the face is pointed at the target, that's still dead shut. Watch, if I pull this back to 90 degrees with no manipulation, boom. Yeah, so guys, the fix is this. You get a straight line like this. You match the shaft right up to that line. I'll even close my non-dominant eye sometimes. I close my left eye just so I can see the club making the rope underneath my golf club disappear, and I leave the club face matching that as well. So many just grip it like this, and it just really, really skews the grip. I mean, even if you grip it with a degree forward shaft and the face is at the target, that is still shut in your hands, still shut. So here, take the grip, and we're good to go. Oh, dude. Now, let's talk about this. Once you get that club face square, which is just big, I mean, dude, this lesson, you have no idea how much this lesson is going to help so many that are watching this right now, because it's such a common thing. Once you get the golf club in your hand square, the only way I see players lose it often is with the takeaway. When it sweeps low and inside and gets shut behind, exactly, and then watch, the hands rotate in a funky way and the club gets behind and shut. That right there is a problem. So anybody who's working on this motion needs to do a good job of really keeping that club out in front of the hands, not manipulating the wrist angle. Look how my left shoulder is just pushing away on the handle. Look how the club face is very quiet. It's really not moving a lot at all. Thank you. And you can just see that rotation of the body squaring that club face up once again. So I do want you to be conscious of your takeaway. It does want to break away from the body a little bit. And here's the thing though, here's the thing, in all honesty, that club gets a little behind the hands get a little behind the body, and that's when that arms get behind you. and then we're up and out of it before contact happens. So just do a better job keeping the hands in front of your chest. Keep the club face a little more out in front of you and square, okay? All right, buddy.
I set up right. Do I? Because I feel like when I set up like right here and then I start gripping, it's like become sharp.
Absolutely.
So do I have to set up like open clock?
I would do what you're doing exactly right there, like literally setting it up.
Square clock face.
Yeah, setting up what feels open to you. You put the club down, put very light grip pressure, you know, like actually let the club rest on the ground, and then watch the club face. Put your hands on without shaking that club face. Everybody does this. Ready? Ready, guys? Ready?
Yeah, like that.
No, leave it, and then grip it there, and now we're good. Very, very good. I'm glad he said that, because that's very helpful for. Look at, see, he's trying to keep that real still. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll even go like this for the guys. You know, hold it a little bit. Go ahead and take your grip, buddy. Yeah, and I feel a little, you know, when he grips it, I feel a little tension right here. He wants to kind of turn that toe in. There you go, buddy. Now we're good. Now we're cooking. You want a picture there? You want a picture there?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll grab it. Ooh, almost got that birdie as well up there, huh? That's a sign. It's a sign that those swings are going to lead to lots of birdies. Here we go. We're going to do this for Gabe again. So I'll hold the club like this, and I want to feel, if anything, a little pressure. See, I don't want to feel the pressure in my thumb right there. See, if he shut it for me, Ollie, I'll feel that pressure in my thumb and see how it moves away from my index finger. If anything, I want to see him put a little bit of pressure into that heel when he's gripping it.
Oh, I feel it.
You feel that there? There you go. See that? Now we're talking. Yep, you got it. There we go. My boy's got it square now. Well, yeah, but here's the thing. That's the result, right? He hit it a little thin, but guess what? It was maybe a groove low, but dead straight, right? Dead straight. Good.
The only thing bad about hitting thin shots that I go past the green.
You go past the green. That's the only thing bad about that. And that one wasn't that far off, to be honest with you. That was probably back edge and spinning back a couple feet to the hole.
Hips forward and back, and then then grip it. You feel like the pressure's not going like here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then just grip it, and then feel like I'm like more connected to my body, so I'm not like this.
Exactly. It's going to be more out in front of you here. Like you're actually pushing a little bit downward on the handle right there. And this feeling is what you want. So we call it 10 and 10. For somebody who gets a little low inside, if you rehearse it 10 degrees out, 10 degrees up, that right there will be what it feels like when you go back. But when you throw a little bit of a turn on it, it's going to go right down the line, okay? Atta boy. Way better with the club up there. Good. Good job, Ollie. Ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to put this down. Go ahead and put that straight down right there. Go ahead and set up. That'll keep your club out in front of you. Yes, and then the great thing is on the way down, your swing will actually, I strategically placed it, so let me kind of show with the camera what's going on here. I placed this in between the feet and the body here, so I get it pretty much splitting. And what it does is it affects the takeaway. If I was to get inside, you know, I'm either going to tap this thing or get inside of it. So what I want it to do is I want it to be just far enough away to where it'll affect the takeaway, but then just far enough away to where when my downswing comes down, I'm going to be a little bit narrower than that. It's wider going back, a little narrower coming down. So you'll see that in the backswing, I'll miss it. In the backswing, you miss it, but in the downswing, you also miss it. The purpose of this. So, you know, I have this pretty much splitting my feet and, you know, maybe a little bit closer to my feet. It's just in a position to where it's going to guarantee that if I take the club back on a straight line, it's going to be outside that. But it's close enough to me where if I take it inside, I'm going to hit it, right? So watch. I also have it strategically placed to where after I miss it going back, when I come down, my club is coming down narrower because of the angle and the lag. That stick's not even in play. So I'm not trying necessarily to come over it or come under it. I'm just making my downswing, okay? The big thing is here. Miss it on the way back. Don't even think about it on the way down. Okay. Good. Good. Feels like you're coming out towards me, Ollie. Yeah, that was good, bud. It was really good.
I was so afraid.
I know. Gabe, was that straight or back?
Yeah, way better.
Good. That's the big tendency right now. After we get the grip correct, I mean, this is why I like this session because, Ollie's a good worker. We're going to work together a lot. It's not just going to be like a one-time thing. And, then I'd feel the need to have to crush the whole plan in one day. Yeah. No, let's get set up. Yeah, let's get set up correctly. Let's make sure we have our grip correct. Let's make sure ball position, all the little things, the grip in the hip. Good, we got it. Now the next thing is, let's make sure we have this takeaway correct, okay? Keep the club in front of you. Keep the hands in front of you. Those are two massive components of connection. Club in front of hands, hands in front of body, and then just turn it right up the plane. I want to see you own that the rest of the session, okay? The more the hands back the handle away for you, the better, rather than getting the club head started first. Does that make sense? Don't get the club head started first. Get the handle backing away, and that will keep that golf club more out in front of you, okay? You're doing a great job, though. Let's get it right back in the spot there. How was that, Ollie? How was that one? Good. And so for our viewers who are, I imagine some of our followers, probably heard the story about Dylan Ryan, our boy who was diagnosed with leukemia, 14 years old. He's a member at this club, one of our students. He's become like a little brother to me. He's our guy. He's inspiring our whole team. He's fighting through leukemia. We just found out he's on Good Friday, from Augusta National. When I was there last week, we found out he's actually went from 65% to now down to 1% remission. And, we're thinking about you, Dylan. So, passing out these. Got one for you too, buddy, okay? And yeah, just a good reminder that if we're ever struggling out here on the golf course, put life in perspective. It's pretty cool. So Dylan actually made it home today. He's watching the Masters out of the comfort of his own house. That was a goal of his. Doctors thought he was crazy, but guess what? Here he is. So I'm pumped. I'm really pumped. Thought it was good to get some positive energy flowing on Masters Sunday. Yeah, dude. That takeaway's a lot better, isn't it, though? Yeah.
I still feel like I'm gonna hit him.
The key whenever doing this, whenever you're working on this, the key is to do this with your body and not to do it with your hands, right? So the big thing about it, what I mean by that is, don't just flare the club up. Don't just flare the club up there. Really do a good job being a lot smoother, making sure that the body is dictating where the hands travel to. And if you watch, I'm always doing this. Whenever I do this, I'm doing it with the body. I'm never manipulating my hands to get there. Thanks, bud. Well, that's what's nice about it. If you do happen to get close to it and clip it, you come down, it just goes like this, and it doesn't do anything, right? It doesn't do anything. That was fantastic right there. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
That was really good right there. It was a really good swing. Let me watch a couple more from back down the line here. This is good, Ollie. This is going to be with everything today. So remember, this could help your chipping drastically too, because absolutely. Because think about it, buddy.
Yeah, because if I take it like
absolutely, that's the kiss of death in chipping. Absolutely the kiss of death. Club low and in and behind the hands. You think it's tough in a swing to recover from that. Try recovering from a shot that you're only hitting 20 feet, and you have no time to recover from the flaw when the club gets that out of position, right?
inside shut, the worst.
Inside and shut is the worst. That means just save it, do whatever the heck you can, stand up, help it. Hey, the good news is that camera's smoother than you are, dude. Let's see a great one here, Ollie. Come on, buddy. Get that club hinged a little bit more. Get the pushing down on the handle. There you go. Good job, buddy. Good job. Backswing's a lot better. A lot better. That takeaway was just night and day right there. One more good one.
Show me something.
Look at that guy. Atta boy. Hey, I'm proud of you today. Proud of you. Recap for the camera. What do we learn today? What did we learn today?
So, what we learned today is to just push my hips forward and back just like usual, right?
Hip.
And then, kind of when I sit up with my grip, don't go like that. Kind of sit up and feel like the weight is kind of transferring like right here.
Good, I love that.
So then the club fist is square and then just this hand being more over.
That's a personal feeling, by the way, that pressure into the heel we talked about. That was a personal thing that Ollie was able to find that helped him feel a little bit more on the open side of the club face rather than...
So it's not like this that I set up like that.
Absolutely. We just don't want you to take your grip like that. Good.
And then just C2 knuckles, 1, 2, and then just do that takeaway. Feel like I'm more here.
Absolutely.
Not
And if
like here, sure.
Exactly. And we're going to be real specific with that takeaway. Go ahead and set up real quick. This is the feeling I want you to have. Like the heel pad on the left hand as your left shoulder is pushing back is pushing down and creating that angle right there. That's our money spot right there, buddy. If you can memorize this, hands in front of center body, left arm connected to the left shoulder, just push down. I love that feeling right there. Beautiful, buddy. And guess what? I'll see you next time. You just work on that right there.
Okay.
You grind this today,
Yeah.
and we can be in good shape.
Can you just help me set up the takeaway?
Yeah, of course, yeah. All right, I hope you all enjoyed the video with Oliver. He's a wonderful kid, really works at his game like a professional, so we think that's cool for you guys to have an opportunity to see one of our young players really pick apart his game and work at it like a pro. Click the link down below for 3 free videos on distance and leave any questions or comments you guys have. Remember, we're here for you guys. Thank you.